morning and welcome to Northamptonshire. I think it's Northamptonshire. I'm stood next to some blue bricks. So we're out looking at a disused railway. That would suggest to you that it was a railway that was built, give or take, at the turn of the 20th century. They were the brick of choice at the time if you wanted a good sturdy railway structure. And we're having another day, me and Jim, filming out on the Great Central Railway. Some locations in Northamptonshire and some locations in Warwickshire. Let's have a look at this old bridge. See where the lines went over. It's high. Big wing wall this side. We did a series last year, a collection of, I suppose, mini videos around Leicestershire.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Some fantastic stuff and feedback. Some of my most popular videos filmed that day. And it's going to be a similar kind of thing today. We're not going to be able to see everything in this area. And a lot of people slated us last time, saying you missed this, you missed that, why didn't you go see this? And we could see everything if we was, you know, if we was here for a week,
yeah.
Or, you know, if there was 90 hours in a day. Yeah. But, you know,
well, I've got no teaching to do.
Well, but we've got the thing called sunlight that's going to be against us today, so we'll get as much as we can do. So hope you enjoy. So as I was saying, this is the Great Central Railway Mainline, or when it was being built, it was the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway London extension, and it opened in 1899. Now this thing was built for speed. That was its primary selling point. Now, where have we heard that before recently? So it was built straight as you like, no gradients. They over-engineered things, so there wasn't really any level crossings. It was bridges. You can tell it, and you go to any Great Central location, and it just seems to be built so well, and that's why a lot of it still remains today. Interesting fact: there was one railway crossing on this line between Sheffield and London, and I'll tell you where that was on a later episode. So another interesting fact: it was the last main line in the UK to be built before they ended up building HS1. Many years later. But its biggest downfall was probably that it duplicated some of the existing main lines, and now a lot of political mess, it would appear, around about the time that it closed. Particularly one of its closest rivals, geographically as well, the Midland Mainline. And due to the neglect of the line and falling use, it became an easy target when they eventually decided to rationalise the railways in the 1960s. So sadly, it's just one big long disused railway that pretty much runs from south to North England. So it closed in the 1960s at various dates. The majority of what we're going to see today closed in 1966. So this is the road. What's the nearest village to here?
Eden, E-Y-D-O-N.
Eden. You can see I'm going to be relying on Jim a lot today for geographical stuff. It's not an area I know very well. Yeah, but we're starting by this lovely old bridge abutments, crossing the road into the village here. So we're going to go and get up onto the railway embankment. Missing bridge there. That's looking north. Swing you around here. Look at that lovely, clear, inviting grassed railway embankment, isn't it? Just driven in on the road down there, and you can see this embankment for miles away, stretching into the distance. It's still quite early. It's only 8:30, isn't it, Jim? Feels weird. We're going to have a video in the can before 9 o'clock here. Nice sunset this morning. It was dark when I went down for breakfast.
Or even a sunrise.
A sunrise, of course. Dope. So we're heading south at the moment on the track bed. We're just heading up to a little spot called Culworth Junction. Hey Jim, I've been doing a bit of filming in Barnsley recently.
Barnsley.
Culworth Junction. Culworth, it's a bit of distance away from here, isn't it? Little village of Culworth.
Yeah,
It's not Culworth.
Culworth and Culworth Junction aren't particularly close together.
How do you pronounce Culworth?
Down here?
Yeah.
It's Culworth.
Culworth?
Yeah.
I'm learning nothing from doing these videos.
It's not like Cudworth.
Cudworth.
And
Dodder.
Yeah.
These are the remains of the old Culworth Junction signal box. Oh, I can't stop saying Culworth Junction signal box. It's funny, isn't it, when I'm out filming around these other places in Barnsley, I pronounce them with. I get that the wrong way around. Lots of remains here. Charred remains, because this signal box was burnt down a long time ago now, and when the scrap metal was weighed in. You can see the concrete remains, little bits of wood, and then some bricks just there on the bottom. Quite sad really, isn't it? And we've got this remains scattered all the way down the banking here. Look, bits of wood, bits of masonry. It's like an old telegraph pole, look, I assume. Still got wires. It's still got the wire that is attached to the tensioner. I'm assuming that was at one time attached to this base. Oops, falling over. So yes, that's Culworth Junction signal box. Means we're right on top of Culworth Junction. Another bit there. It really is. Remains scattered around the area from the signal box. Those signal box remains that we just saw, here are a few excellent photos from John Cosford on his Flickr page, Trains and Travel. 1966 is the year that the line closed. Also taken by John 1 year later in 1967, and the scrap metal merchants had burnt down the box to leave the remains of the metal inner workings. What a sad photo. So this is Culworth Junction. It's hard to tell the line going off that way now, but that's the Great Central Mainline. It's going straight off in front, and then the line to Banbury up to the Great Western Railway went off to the right, and we're left with this lovely little plate layers up. It's very much like that one at Clown, isn't it? On the old Clown branch, Midland Railway. I'll look inside. Good condition. I mean, they're obviously using it for storing things. The windows got a door over it. So, yeah.
I think it's still used by the farmer.
It is, yeah. Wow, just noticed this stuck up in the ground. Look at that. It's not a whole one. There's a little bit missing. There's a insulator. Look at that, Jim.
Oh, right. Where'd you get that?
It was just sticking up out of the ground here. I don't think it was hidden in plain sight.
Yeah, nice one.
I thought it was a bit of cup. That's the end of the first episode. It's going to be quick fire, some of these episodes today. We've got a lot of things that we're going to be seeing, and I'll split them up into smaller episodes instead of one long big one. So from part one, Great Central Railway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.